Hello, everybody. So, first, I'd like to start off by saying thank you to Warheart Arts for becoming a member. He just became a member today. Now, this video is going out a couple weeks after, but I'd like to say thank you to him. If you want to become a member and get the perks of getting these videos earlier, join. Please join. You know, it's not expensive. I don't have a lot else going. There's a couple emojis you can use. I have to make a video on how to use them. I'm going to do that today as well, so that'll be in the members only list of how to make emojis or how to use the emojis that I made. So that being said, today we are discussing the 2488's effects send system. Now, what is so great about the effects send system on the 2488? Not a lot. Well, it's kind of nice because there's a few extra features which it has that the later DP24 and all that do not have. So, you know, which I wish they still had, but they don't. They did it a little differently, but that's another story. And the Model 24 doesn't have it all. So, or the model series doesn't have at all. They have an effects loop, but it's a very simple one thing. That's it. That's all you get kind of dealio. So, let's talk about the effects send loop. Okay, so first off, let's get right into this. So, where is the effects send loop? Okay, I've got this up here. Now, I'm sorry about the screen. My screen on here is not that great for this machine. I don't know why. So, the effects send is right here. You hit the send button, and you'll see this screen will change to this screen right here. This screen, I have cleaned it up a bit. I literally went through, and I turned off effects on everything. So, I got on track 1. So, you got your track number. And then you've got your that's your left right levels, so you can watch it. So what is different? Well, you have loop, effects 1 and effects 2. Loop is just the internal effects, which is kind of cool. So if you want to use the internal effects for your effects send, you go through the loop. It's completely separate. Now, whereas on the DP24, DP32, those ones, it is the loop is in there. It's effects send 1 though, so that means that if you have something running through effects send 1 and coming back in, it will get mixed in with the loop. I've shown how that works before, so that's another story. So effects send 1 is an actual effect send out 1, and effects 2 or F2 is same thing. Send out, come back in. So I've got that hooked into my my TC Electronics, my M350 or whatever it's called. I can't see the name on it, but it's a double effects thing that I use, and it comes back in stereo, which is why I have A and B plugged in over here. Now, one of the big differences with the 2488 and the DP series afterwards, the 24 and up afterwards, is that your effects returns, you can't take the inputs and run them through the stereo bus. You are stuck with them being part of your system here. So you have to give them a track. So in this case, what I did, and I'll show you on map, it's kind of neat. I like this feature. So if I hit shift, you can see my finger down there holding out shift, and then the quick route here, the map, which is on my other side. And you see it shows the screen here, and this is all the tracks. And then if I go over, use the cursor keys to go over, you can see that A and B are attached to tracks 17 and 18, which I have right here. And I have record down so you can hear it. I actually cleared out the track to do this. So that being said, so now I have that set up for the effects out, the effects send 1 and 2. So how does this work? It works pretty much the same. So let's go back into our send menu here. This is track 1. So I'm going to just play, I'm going to solo track 1 for a second here, just so we can hear it. I think, no, I muted it. I'm going to solo track 1. How do you solo? Solo button, track 1. And then what's kind of cool about this is where on the DPs you have the mute and solo, and you select which one you want. In this case, if I hit that, now it's muted because the solo button is not down. So now that's muted and that's soloed, and you can tell the difference because one is flashing and one is not. So I'm going to just go back and turn that back to where it was. I don't know why it's flashing. There we go. Okay, there we go. So now we are set up to play track 1. So now it works, like I said, it works the same. I'm just trying to get a nice picture for everyone here so you can see it. So as you can see, I have the fader off. Now the fader you have for all of them, you have off, pre, and post. And in this one, it gives you a nice little picture of what it does. So what is the difference? Well, it's the same as on every other one. So you have off, nothing, no effect. Pre-fader, so that means the fader has nothing to do with how loud it'll be. And then post-fader. Now I generally use pre-fader because then I know that whether I go up or down, I will get noise. So that's why I do that. So I'm gonna put it on pre-fader for the post or on the effects loop. Now I'm trying to remember how do I set the effects for this. Just give me a second here. I'm looking in the book. Let's see. Oops. Effects. Mix effects. Let's see. I think it's the single button here. Let's see. So that's mic effects. Send effects, I think, is this one here. So if I hit single, then I have it on reverb. Yeah. So this is what it is. So pretty much I have reverb on this. I'm not sure if I can load up a different one. Let me see. Press enter to, it's hard to read, to call library. Okay, so I'll press enter. Just give me a second. So yeah, so I can select different, it's not sitting right, like so reverb, delay. So I can select a single one that I want to use. Oh, I got a pitch shift on there. Let's have some fun. So we will pick pitch shift. So now we are in pitch shift here. So this should be my single effect. And it looks like, is it selected on the? All right, so let me try this. So let's go into the send effect. We're going to bring this up a bit to start off with just to see how it goes. So I'll put it at about 50. Now, one difference that I find is that I have the post set at 100. It can go to 127. I find it distorts after 100, so I leave it at 100. Just one of those things that's a little different than what we're used to with our system. I usually put it at full, but in this case, I do not. So let's go back and let's hit play. So it is playing. See the hard drive.
I used to write songs thinking I'd be famous.
There you go.
But here I am still nobody. Now I write songs that make me happy.
Now if I take it away.
Because I'm doing this just for me.
Ooh, that's cool.
Doing this for me.
Let's go play with it.
Yeah.
Doing this for me.
Sometimes you need to
Be free. I'm
doing this for
me.
me.
That's cool. I actually like that
Quit
pitch better.
playing to make someone happy. In the end, all they did was leave. Now I'm back finishing what
I started
Playing songs just
for me.
That's actually better than my my pitch bender.
Doing this for me, yeah. Doing this for me. Sometimes you need to be free. I'm doing this for me.
That's cool. I'm sorry. That is really
Someday maybe I'll get noticed, but it isn't gonna be the end of me. I'll keep playing until my bones stop. Letting me strum push key. Doing this for me. Yeah. Doing this for me. Sometimes you need to be free. Doing this for me.
Sorry, I'm trying to catch my breath here. I love it. I freaking love it. Sorry, I just went overboard on that one. That was way too loud. Holy, that is just wow, 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 wow. Oh man. So yeah, that is that is the coolest thing. That's actually, yeah, that is actually, I like that better than my RPS 10. That is, wow. Why did they get rid of that? That should be a standard feature. Wow, I love that. So okay, I found another thing that I love about the 2488. Now I'm gonna have to see if it's on the 788. That is hilarious. So I'm gonna add that to my list of things. But yeah, that okay. Let's get back into what we're talking about here. Sorry about that. That's just me going off on my own tangent. So now if I go back to here for a second. We will bring this down a bit. I'm still gonna leave it on because it was funny. So let's start again. I just want to listen to it see where it's about. So let's see, where are we?
I used to write songs thinking I'd be famous, but here I am still a nobody. Now I write songs that make me happy, because I'm doing this just for me. Doing this for me.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that where it is. Okay, so let's talk about the effects, the sends. So effects 1 and 2 are sends. They are outside the board. They are right there, beside the RCA cables. The effect send 1 and 2. So I just want, so they go out, and I have them currently going out, and they are going into my rack over here. So they're coming in here, going out over here, coming in here, going down to the effects port, the effects loop, and then going back into the system through A and B. And they are turned down at the moment. I'm going to turn them up. So coming through an A and B over there. So I'm going to turn them to halfway for now. Let's see. So I'm going to solo that. So now we're just doing 2 tracks here. So I've got 1 and 1718 soloed because I'm using it for recording. So let's go back and we will play. So using the cursor keys.
I used to write songs thinking I'd be famous,
I brought it down.
but here I am still a nobody.
I'm just going to ram this all the way.
Now I write songs that make me happy, because I'm doing this just for me. Doing this for me.
Okay,
yeah. Doing this for me.
Let's turn off this one for a sec.
Sometimes you need to be free. I'm doing this for me.
It is going through.
I quit playing to make someone
I can show you
happy.
that by
In the end, all they did was leave.
It's currently turned off.
Now I'm back finishing what I started. Playing songs just for me.
Let's turn it down a bit.
Doing this for me. Yeah. Doing this for me. Sometimes you need to be free. I'm doing this for me. Someday maybe I'll get noticed, but it isn't gonna be the end of me. I'll keep playing until my bones stop. Let me strum or push a key. Doing this for me, yeah. Doing this for me.
Okay. So that's 1. Let's go effects send 2. Same setup, still coming through the same way. Now if you have 2 separate systems for effects, you just have to bring them in onto a different track. Now the reason why I have to bring them onto a track is because I don't have the ability to just throw them into the stereo bus like I do with the DP systems. So let's go down. So yeah, just using the cursor keys over here. You can see my hand on the cursor keys, and you can go left, right, back and forth. So I'm going to put this onto pre as well, and I'm going to bring it up to 100 as well, just to set it. Where's 100? Okay, so we'll set it 100, start over.
I used to write songs thinking I'd be famous, but here I am still nobody. Now I write songs that make me happy, because I'm doing this just for me. Doing this for me, yeah. Doing this for me. Sometimes you need to be free. I'm doing this for me. I quit playing to make someone happy. In the end, all they did was leave. Now I'm back finishing what I started. Playing songs just for me. Doing this for me, yeah.
So, I gotta say, wow. So, all right, gone through that. So now you know how to set your things. Now let's say you want to listen to how much it's coming through. So if you go over here, this is your little monitor screen. You have stereo, submix, 2 effects loop, and 2 sends. Well, maybe the submix is how you get it to assign. I will have to look into that. Let me just type in sub here for a second. Sub mix. All right, so let's look at the sub mix here. 24A facilitated, so I'll just bring it up for you guys too. Allows you to add up to 8 more inputs. Oh yeah, so that's what I want. Press submix key to bring up appropriate screen. Huh. Now where is the submix key? Okay, I don't know where the submix key is at the moment. This is one of those that I'll have to find. So either way, yes, you can bring up. I'll find the submix. Don't worry. Won't worry about it right now. But either way, yes, so you can do the submix, which is looks like it is a stereo. Yes, it is. That would be your effects send. So I'm gonna have to figure out where the dang submix key is. So that I don't know. Either way, so we're not going to worry about that right now. So there is a way of doing it. I will make a video on that at some point. So, okay, but let's get back to what I was talking about. So you have here on your effects on your monitor system here. So the monitor system works your speakers and your headphones. You have the ability to switch. So 2 effects. So you can listen to what's going to your effects loop. So how much power is going through the effects loop?
I used to write songs thinking I'd be famous.
Okay, so it's not a lot.
But here I am still nobody. Now I write songs that make me happy.
I don't know if you can hear it coming through your system. It's coming through the headphones.
Doing this for me.
Okay, it looks like it is coming through the other system. I don't know. And then you also have effects and 1 and 2. Now, what is cool is, now if I'm on stereo, this is what I love about the 2488, and I wish they would bring this back, is as you can see, they have, in blue here, they have mono. So what you can do is you can hit shift, which is just over here. So what I did was I held down shift, and I hit mono, and you can see the stereo light now changes to a flashing to tell you you're in mono. So what that does is that switches the system from a stereo out to a mono out. So you have more mixing ways to mix down, to hear things, which is great. Now, yeah, so it does not hold that. Okay, so once you hit the mono button again, then it goes away. So you don't have to do shift mono to turn it off. But if you shift mono, you can listen to it. Then once you're happy with what you got, you can go back to stereo. That is cool. That is something which they need to bring back. It shouldn't be hard. I'm just saying. I'm making all these things saying, yeah, it shouldn't be hard. But who knows? I have no idea what the architecture of the new Tascams are. But either way, I'm going to look into the submix. Yeah, so sorry about going on a little tantrum there. Let's just do one more thing. Let's go back into the single effects over here. Let's go back into the folder. Let's just look at what it comes with. Because, yeah, I just kind of went goofy on that one. So you have reverb. Now this is only a single effect. It's the same as on the DP24 pluses, like all those. So you got your reverb, you got a delay, you've got a chorus, pitch shift, which please bring it back. That is awesome. I love that little thing. That's a problem. I love things like this. Flanger, phaser. You have a gated reverb. I guess they have a whole bunch of Church Hall. I don't know whether he made these himself. I did not. But there's a whole bunch in here. There's ambience. Ooh, I'd like to hear ambience. So I'm going to click on that, but we're going to look. We're going to go back and look at things here. So ambience, long drum. That's interesting. Live club. So we got different delays with how many milliseconds in that. So these are all set up for you. I don't know if these now. I don't know whether the guy who I bought this from did this. I doubt it. That's a lot of setup. I can't see him doing that, but I don't know. So there are a bunch. You can look at the user ones, and there's one. There's a reverb. So he set up a reverb, and then you can save it too. So then yeah. So let's go out of this. Click no, cancel. There we go. Oops, cancel. All right. So what are we in here? We have the ambience. I'm curious to see what this sounds like. So let's give it a listen. I'm gonna go back and ascend for a second. I'm gonna put this up to 100. 100. And then I'm gonna just turn these ones off. So off. Nope. Nope. And off. So they're not gonna work at all. So let's start from the beginning. Press play.
I used to write songs thinking I'd be famous.
Yeah, it's not much.
But here I am still a nobody.
Can I change it while it's
Now
playing?
I write songs that make me happy because I'm doing this just for me. Doing this for me, yeah. Doing this for me.
Oh.
Sometimes you need to be free. I'm doing this for me.
So it's literally gated
Quit
reverb.
playing to make someone happy. In the end, all they did was leave. Now I'm back
That's weird.
finishing what I started. Playing songs just for me. Doing this for me, yeah. Doing this for me. Sometimes you need to be free. I'm doing this for me. Someday maybe I'll get noticed. But it isn't gonna be the end of me. I'll keep playing until my bones stop. Letting me strum or push a key. Doing this for me, yeah. Doing this for me. Sometimes you need to be free. I'm doing this for me.
All right. So without going any further in, that is absolutely cool. Yes. So once again, thank you Warheart Arts for signing up and being a member. Like and subscribe this video. If you want to be a member, please join. We're looking for new members all the time. Get to watch these videos a little earlier. Get to use the emojis. I got to make a video on that. And yeah, thanks a lot. So I will talk to you all later. Bye.